Good morning. Boker Tov. My name is Rotem Gabay. Thank you all for coming to our Congressional Forum and showing your support to our program. I'm thrilled to stand here today on Capitol Hill. It is an honor for me to speak here and before my boss, Congressman Jared Polis from Colorado. Jared is very committed to this program and has enough courage to take me and my Palestinian colleague Summer. I also want to thank my amazing host mom, Rebecca Sears, and Jared Polis office staff. I would like to thank them for their support and continuous efforts to make me feel welcome. I was born in Ashdod, Israel. My grandparents immigrated from Morocco in 1954, so I was raised with the deep influences, combining the warm nature of North Africans and Jewish values. I was growing up in a secure place, but I want to tell you about the day when fear knocked on our door. When I was 12, I lost my cousin, Sharon, a combat soldier in the Israeli army, who was kidnapped by terrorists on his way home from a bus station near Tel Aviv. His remains were found 7 months later. Sharon's tragic death marked our family and made me realize that we can't take our security for granted. I don't want anyone to ever suffer the pain my family felt when we lost Sharon. While serving in the Air Force, I was sent to Camp Lemoyne, California for 3 months. There, I had the privilege to work with 2 remarkable young Americans, twins, Avi and Yoav Schaefer. After camp, Avi and Yoav decided to make Aliyah, to immigrate to Israel, and even joined the army. Avi was accepted to Brown University and returned to the US for his studies. At Brown University, Avi was committed to pursuit of peace and actively sought to change the atmosphere towards the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. His passion stemmed for a deep, abiding love for the Jewish people and commitment to the security of Israel. Avi's life came to a tragic end on February 12, 2010, when he was hit by a drunk driver while walking to his room. Avi and Yoav are little brothers to me. I have sisters, but no brothers. And when they served in the army, we were like family. I still today can't believe it happened, and I'm thinking about Avi every day. Avi and Yoav made me realize that my country is very special and unique, and I should be thankful for the life that I have there. It wasn't until after his death that I learned something else about Avi. He made friends with a number of Palestinians on campus. At first I was surprised because Avi and I shared the Zionism and the love for Israel, but he obviously thought it was also important to know Palestinians. I was inspired by Avi to listen to the other side, to know their story. So I applied to NSL to meet Palestinians for the first time and hear their stories. I'm 26 and I never met Palestinians before. Avi once told me, an enemy is someone whose story you haven't not heard yet. Avi and I share the same core values of compassion, generous spirit, and mutual respect, as well as the ability to listen. I have the passion for Israel, but I can still listen to my new Palestinian friends. It has been the losses of Sharon and Avi in my life, and the desire to serve my country that had led me to my current aspiration to become an Israeli diplomat. I'm currently in my second year at the Hebrew University, working towards a master's degree in public policy. Since December 2008, I've been working at the Operations Center in the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Jerusalem. Along with my work at the Foreign Ministry, I also doing an internship with member of Israeli Parliament, Yochanan Plesner. This makes my internship with Congressman Polis unique because I'm able to compare the similarities and the differences between the two representatives. Both of them are very young, active, and enjoy sports. One is a swimmer and one plays congressional baseball. I will not say which one is in a better shape. A month ago, while working in the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I had the opportunity to take part in the Foreign Ministry delegation to Poland. In Poland, we visited many concentration camps, but the most horrific one was Majdanek. We entered through the gates of hell, straight into the gas chambers. In the barracks, they had placed all the shoes and hair found from the victims. We walked through the crematorium up to a huge human hash pit. I stood there, staring at this pile of human ash. My muscles became tight, and my mind raced, thinking of all who had perished in this horrible place. Standing there with Israeli diplomats, we broke out singing the Israeli anthem. At that moment, I felt my heart break, but I also felt proud to be a Jewish Israeli. I realized at Majdanek that in a few decades, we had gone from a pile of ashes to a strong, proud nation. Those encounters have reaffirmed my views that while we all come from different backgrounds and beliefs, when it comes down to it, we all share the same everyday difficulties, have the same hopes for peace and prosperity, and simply want to live our life in harmony. I think that a person can see himself as a leader only if others see him as a leader too. I believe that with a true self-awareness, you can see yourself as others see you. Then you are able to lead them to a better future. In my opinion, leadership means making the right decision. And even if it takes courage, we want change, and I want to be a leader in this change. Former US President John F. Kennedy said, "Do not ask what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do for your country." I want to be a diplomat. I want to be a leader. I want to serve my country for the rest of my life. Thank you.